NFL 24. And we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Titans and the Steelers on Thursday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Britton in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Austin. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Pickett.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Off play action. Pickett.
To the right side and complete to Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
3rd down and 13.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That is caught.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Pickett.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll throw again with Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Pickett now from the gun here.
This is caught by Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards for number 11.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands, and he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball start. Offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed.
unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. They hand this off to Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. This is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Pickett back to throw.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren
from a yard out.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in this first weekend of November, starting with the first ever game in Frankfurt, Germany, the Dolphins and Chiefs. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And then finally, a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. We saw a solid first half from the second-year man at quarterback, Kenny Pickett. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. There is Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Get this up to the 30-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Robinson's got it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now Pickett.
And he's got it. And in for the
touchdown. George Pickens from 6 yards away. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds Hopkins complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Tannehill. On the out route, he's got Burks. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's
just,
pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. A solid stiff arm. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Shreds into the stiff arm. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Najee Harris. 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he will have a Titans first. Able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Tannehill throwing again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw is Tannehill. That's into the hands of Chosen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down carry for Henry. Fighting ahead at the 15. And they'll get this down to the 10.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Titans touchdown. Foster Moreau from 10 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Harris running straight ahead. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
On first down, Tannehill.
That's over the middle, caught by Chosen.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Titans now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. That's caught by Chosen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Tannehill. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tannehill on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll find Moreau here. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Titans.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Touchdown!
Robbie Chosen.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly